What is up, mental patients? My name is Tormental, back again with another hero concept for Overwatch. What? Another one? Haven't you done like 27 of these? Probably. But yeah, with Hero 30 being discussed and Hero 30 being talked about so much, my thought was, what would my perfect Hero 30 be? What would I really, really love to see in the game right now as like the ultimate thing that I think the game needs at the moment? Now, my ideas are a little different than a lot of other people's. My ideas are kind of crazy, kind of strange. I like really outlandish abilities. I like things that change the game up. I like game changers, things that give you a new method of play, different stuff like that. So bearing that in mind, this probably won't be for everybody, but this is for me. You know, this is something that I like. I do agree that we need another tank. I do agree that we need a Talon tank. I think that's probably the most obvious thing of what they're going to do. That said, this is what I would prefer for Hero 30 in Overwatch. Not necessarily what I think will happen, and not necessarily what I think everybody else wants. This is Mirage. Mirage is a support hero, a healer, and she's an illusionist. She's sort of dressed up sort of like a weird sorceress, in other words. But yeah, here are her abilities. Mirage, the illusionist healer. Her main fire would be a slash wave. Sort of like if you were to view her from the top down, it would look a bit like a Wi-Fi symbol with her as the dot, and then her sending out waves horizontally with each click of the mouse button. It's sort of like a swipe. It's almost like Reinhardt's Fire Strike, but horizontal, across the map. What this would do is it would cause damage to enemies, and it would heal allies. So it's a bit like Ana's shots, a bit like her darts, in that one type of fire does both the healing and the damage. Now, this wave would be a bit slow moving, similar to Lucio's shots, with the Lucio's sound wave type shots. They don't move the fastest, they move a little bit slow. So, in other words, Mirage's main fire would be sort of a slow moving wave of healing and destruction. Very good for crowd control in terms of, people hear crowd control and they think of stunning, they think of, knockback, all these terrible things that, sort of have saturated Overwatch at this point. But when I say crowd control, I legitimately mean dealing with a crowd of people. If you see a group of enemies together, you can slash at them and send out a horizontal wave right through that group to do damage. Similarly, if you have your team, you send out the horizontal wave, and you just do a bunch of, you do healing to a bunch of heroes at once. Now, this wouldn't be like a massive heal. It wouldn't be like totally OP where you're doing a single slash and healing all 5 of your teammates, all the way up to full health. It would be like a moderate heal, like a normal healing. Yeah, and of course, if you've got a group of enemies and teammates all together, if you can manage it, if the team doesn't focus you, if the enemy doesn't go after you, you could just sort of stand to the side and send your slash waves into the group, and it'll heal your allies and damage the enemies at the same time. So ideally, you're going to want to pay attention to Mirage if you're attacking a team that has her in their lineup. Her alt fire is essentially the same exact thing, and you can see I've put a picture of sort of like a horizontal swipe, a wave, next to these abilities to give you kind of a visual idea of how it would work. Her alt fire, the right click, would just make that vertical instead. So it would take that wave and put it on its side and make it up and down as opposed to left and right. Now, why would you do this? Well, you're going to alt-fire if you want to heal or damage a single target. Like, let's say the enemy tank is right up in your face. You're going to right-click, and you're going to put out a vertical slash that's going to go up and down the body of that enemy, and not take out, like, a crowd of people. Similarly, if you are behind your own Reinhardt, your ally Reinhardt, and you want to heal him up, you might right-click on him, send a vertical wave out to send all of that healing just into Reinhardt. So yeah, I hope that makes sense. I don't know, if that doesn't make sense, let me know in the comments below. I'll try to explain it further. Basically, if you just put your hand out in front of you and move it from the right to the left of your body, It would just be like that, like swoop, sending out a shockwave slash, beam of whatever the fuck is in these healing spells. What are they doing to heal people in this game, by the way? What is this? How does that work exactly? What is Mercy's beam made out of? These are questions that we can't answer in this video because we don't have much time. The E ability for Mirage. Her E ability would be to create a mega health pack. What does this mean? Okay, so you know how Symmetra can create a teleporter, alright? Think of that, but with a mega health pack. So let's say you're defending on Hanamura. You're on the inside of the gate. You could actually use Mirage to place a mega health pack like to the side of the gate where the enemy can't see it. So there's one on the outside, one on the inside now for you guys. Because there's one outside normally that's always there. Now the mega health pack can be destroyed by the enemy if they shoot like the base of it, because it's got like the generator at the bottom. And, so the enemy will be able to destroy the mega health pack created by Mirage. Similarly, Sombra would be able to hack it and make it unusable. The enemy would not be able to use the mega health pack, though. It would be for your allies only to use. So basically what you're doing is saying, I'm going to try to heal you guys. I'm going to keep you healed up as best I can. But here's a mega health pack nearby that I'm creating, just in case I die. Like if the enemy focuses me, if they all dive on me, and I get killed, you guys will have to make do with this mega health pack that I'm creating nearby where we're holding. Similarly, if you're on attack, let's say you're on attack and you go into the point and you take the point, but the enemy is coming back in. Mirage can create a mega health pack, like right in the center of the point. And, anybody on your team can use that if they get damaged. And of course, as I said before, the enemy can come in and destroy it if they focus on it and shoot it, whatever. The health pack you create would have the normal regeneration time of a mega health pack. It's basically just creating an additional mega health pack location with all the benefits and drawbacks of a normal mega health pack location. It takes time to regenerate. But it does provide multiple ones if people wait long enough, and it doesn't get destroyed. So yeah. The shift ability for Mirage. Now this shift ability I think is one of the big game-changing things. Basically you can place a shield barrier on an ally. This would mean you could give a Reinhardt-style shield, which it won't be the size of Reinhardt's shield. It would probably be like maybe half the size. We don't want to replace Reinhardt. We don't want to make Reinhardt defunct. But what you can do is you can give an ally a barrier-type shield in front of them, similar to what Reinhardt has. This will make anybody able to be a shield for your team. This will make any tank able to be a shield tank. I mean, I'm not the first person to come up with this idea, but I think it works well on Mirage, especially with the added benefit that any damage done to the shield heals the person who it's been placed on. So let's say you've got your Soldier 76. He's trying to hold back the enemy. Mirage places a shield barrier in front of Soldier 76, and now Soldier 76 has almost like his own Reinhardt shield. It wouldn't have as much health as a Reinhardt shield. It wouldn't be as big as a Reinhardt shield. It's like a weaker, more mobile version of Reinhardt's shield. So when that gets damaged, Soldier 76 would get healed. Like if he's got, some injury to him, if he's like at half health, Mirage puts the shield on him. If the enemy Bastion shoots down the Soldier 76's shield, he's actually healing the Soldier 76 as he destroys the shield. So yeah, it would be like a limited time shield. It's not going to be like you can place it on your Roadhog, and then your Roadhog has a shield the entire fucking match until it's destroyed. It would be like a timed thing. It would be on your ally for a few moments, in other words. I just think it's a pretty cool idea. It's a way to, as I said, make an off-tank into a main tank for a limited time. It's a way to just provide a shield to a team that may not even have a shield tank for a limited time. And it also has the added benefit of, even if the shield gets melted, like if Bastion just completely melts the shield, at least it's there to heal the person using it. Because as the Bastion melts the shield, that's being converted into healing for the person it was placed on. Okay, does that make sense? Whatever. Mirage's ultimate. Mirage's ultimate would be that allies are invisible outside the center of vision. Okay, what does this mean? Think of it like an opposite, like an alternative, like a negative image of Widowmaker's sight. So Widowmaker's ultimate shows the enemy team wherever they are, and gives like a wall hack, okay? Mirage's ultimate makes it so that the enemy can't see anybody on your team, can't see any of your allies or you, unless they're looking directly at them toward the center of the screen. It makes your allies invisible in the peripheral vision of the enemy. Doesn't that sound kind of weird? Doesn't that sound kind of crazy? I think it could work, though. As I said, I like crazy abilities. So yeah, in other words, if the enemy is standing there, let's say it's an enemy Sombra, I don't know. An enemy Sombra is standing there, and she's waiting for somebody to come around the corner, and you pop your ult. It makes your team invisible to that Sombra, to that enemy Sombra, unless she's looking directly at them. So this means that somebody can come up on her peripheral vision, come out a different door right in front of her, and she won't see them unless she's looking around carefully. So it makes the enemy team have to look around a bit carefully to try to spot where the enemy team is, because the enemy, your allies are only going to be visible to them toward the center of their screen. So, you'd have to look directly at someone to see them. This, of course, would be a timed thing. It affects your entire team no matter where your teammates are on the map. Yeah, just the total opposite to Widowmaker's ult. Now, the funny thing is, if Widowmaker uses her ult, or Hanzo uses a sonic arrow, people are going to just see your allies anyway. If you pop your ult, they'll see your allies anyway because, they'll just be like red silhouettes of the character. So I think it would be funny, just as a side note, like imagine Mirage pops her ult, makes her allies invisible, and then Widowmaker pops her ult and makes them all visible again as silhouettes. I just think that would be funny. It would be kind of like a crazy moment. Anyway, then we get to the passive for Mirage. Mirage's passive, I think, is a pretty dangerous passive. This is a pretty dangerous thing to add to Overwatch, but I think it fits for her character, because up until this point, Mirage has been able to heal people, Mirage is able to protect people, and Mirage is able to hide people, but you may notice that Mirage has no way to help or protect or heal herself. But the passive, as you probably already read at the beginning of this video, is that she has a delayed health regen similar to shield regen. So let's say Mirage gets shot. Mirage gets shot and she's at 50% health, okay? There would be like a moment where nothing happens. She's just at 50% health. She can be killed. It's very simple, very easy. But if there's a moment that passes where she's not damaged again, her health slowly regenerates itself. So when Mercy, imagine it this way, when Mercy is healing another player, her health regenerates. Okay? Someone like Symmetra with shields, when they take damage, the shields regenerate after a moment. So this would sort of be like shield regeneration, where after a moment, a window of opportunity for someone to kill you, after that moment, your health would regenerate back to full. It would slowly regenerate back to full. So yeah, Mirage, I think, is a very powerful character. Mirage is a game changer. Mirage would change a lot about how certain maps and certain tactics are played if she's on your team or if she's on the enemy team. I think she would bring a new level of gameplay to the entire thing. So for that reason, this is who I would like to see for Hero 30 in Overwatch. Period. Now, I know that this character won't be Hero 30. I know it won't be anything like this at all. It'll probably be a Talon tank that does the same thing as a lot of other Overwatch heroes mixed together. But yeah. Let me know in the comments below if you like Mirage. Let me know if you have any ideas about how her abilities could be limited or timed or, whatever. Let me know if you just hate her. But if you hate her, I'm pretty sure that you're a bad person. So let's talk tactics. Just a couple ideas of how you could use Mirage in sort of an interesting way. I'm not going to go into too much detail, but here are just a couple ideas. My favorite thing about her is the ability to create a mega health pack. So if you create the health pack, even if you're dead, even if you're not healing your teammates, a certain teammate, specific teammates that are like demanding heals or something, you have the ability to say, there's a health pack right next to you. Like, healers get so much crap in this game. Healers get so much shit because people will be like, no heals, no heals, I'm not getting healed, where are my heals? And it's like, dude, I'm healing 4 other people while you're running in for no reason. So yeah, if you're able to create a health pack, it gives you, as a healer, a bit of leeway. It gives you a bit of a way to relax a bit and sort of play more focused on what you want to do and how you want to play, because the Genji who's constantly complaining, you could just put like a health pack up high somewhere for him to jump to and just say, okay, Genji, your health pack is over here. I don't want to hear any more shit from you. I'm going to be over here healing the rest of the team that are being attacked. So different things like that. Another tactic, another benefit is, let's say you're running a Bastion. You'd be able to place the healing pack, the mega heal pack, under the Bastion. Like on the floor. You place the pack down, he goes over and goes into turret mode on top of it, and boom, if he gets damaged, he will automatically be using the health pack. Now, of course, as I said before, the health pack takes time to regenerate, so he's going to be stuck out unless he has a plan. But, different things like that. Because what you can do, I don't think a lot of people know this, if you just sit on the health pack as Bastion, you will automatically use it if you get damaged. A lot of Bastions don't really position themselves that way, especially like on Volskaya. It's a good place to sit, right near that health pack. On point A. But yeah, also, so a lot of people don't know this, but if you put Torbjorn's turret on a health pack, his turret actually will use the health pack in the game right now. This is the way it works right now in the official Overwatch game. As crazy as it sounds. If you put Torbjorn's turret on a health pack, it will use the health pack if it gets damaged, and it will automatically repair itself. So, Torbjorn putting his turret down, Mirage could put her heal pack down under the turret, and it would automatically be healed. I would think it would be interesting. Symmetra could probably teleport the heal pack that you create, too. I don't know. But yeah, just some, little things here and there that I think are interesting tactics to think about with what she adds to the game. Now, I know some people are really into like lore behind their Overwatch characters, and for that, I would say you picked the wrong game, because Overwatch is not known for having much lore about anybody. But yeah, what I would say is that Mirage, if you know of the Oasis maps are sort of a place where high-minded people think about the quote-unquote embetterment of society and work toward understanding and creating different things like that. I would think Mirage would be someone who is involved with the Oasis setup there. It just, if you want lore, don't go to Overwatch, because what am I going to say? Oh, Mirage is dating Reaper and she's Lucio's sister. And, no, I'm not going to do that OC Mary Sue stuff where it's like, my character is best friends with this one and blah, blah, blah. But, because there's not much lore behind the game, I kind of have my arms tied as to what I can or can't say about where she comes from or what she does. But we're just going to attach her to Oasis in general. And, say that she's probably with that organization of people that, are related to that map and everything. But yeah, there's not much else to say about her lore-wise. Personality-wise, I'm thinking just somebody who has a lot of healer attitude. Now, what is healer attitude, you ask? Healer attitude is the constant put upon healers of Overwatch, where it's like, I can't heal you, you're behind a fucking wall. I can't heal you, I'm dead. Stop screaming at me for heals. I'm trying my best. She probably would have a bit of a chip on her shoulder about I could see a voice line like, I'll do my best to heal you. And she says, just remember, my best may not be good enough for you. You're like, just remember, you may be complaining about it, but it's not my fault. Different stuff like that where one of my favorite characters is Symmetra, and Symmetra has a bad fucking attitude. So Mirage, I probably would have not a bad attitude, but just like maybe a snarky attitude about, oh, you're injured. I'll put that on the top of my priority list. Like, oh, don't worry, poor baby. I'll get you health soon. Aw, did you get a boo-boo? Just stub your toe, Genji. Aw, don't worry. I'll drop everything and take care of you. That type of thing. But yeah, so that's Mirage, the Illusionist Healer. I probably have overstayed my welcome in this video. You probably are bored by now. So I'm just going to say, I hope you liked this concept. I like it. If you don't like it, there's like 5 million other Overwatch characters out there people have made. I'm sure you'll find one that you love.